Hi folks, HR Funk here. Out on the range on what turned out to be a pretty nice day. When I woke up first thing this morning, there were still 2 or 3 inches of snow on the ground, and as you can see, the sun has come out and a lot of the snow has melted. And as I said, it's a pretty nice day for what I'm going to be doing today. And what I'm going to be doing is the sight-in of my MMC Combat Adjustable Rear Sight. Now, if you saw the review video that I posted on this sight, you already know that I've installed it on my Ivor Johnson 1911 A1 pistol, and now I'm going to be performing the sight-in. And I'm not expecting to have a lot of problems with this, but I'm going to start and stop the video as I go, so you're not sitting here watching me all the time as I'm drifting the sight and making adjustments and all that. But when I get to anything that I think is going to be substantive that some of you should know about, then I'm going to obviously fire up the camera and you'll be able to see it. I'm set up right now at a distance of 10 yards from the target, and I'm going to do an initial sight-in from this distance, then I'm going to move back to 25 yards and do my final sight-in from that distance of 25 yards. By the way, I'm using a different target today. This is another one of the targets from my target sponsor, Targets Online. And I thought it'd be kind of fun for this sight work. So with that little bit of an introduction, I'm going to get right into it. I'm going to fire one round from this distance of 10 yards. We'll see where it hits on the target, and then I'll start my adjustments to dial this in so I finally have this pistol shooting to the same point of impact as my point of aim. Not too bad for that first shot. I'm going to need to make a little bit of a windage adjustment and maybe a little bit of an elevation adjustment. I'll get that taken care of, and then I'll try another shot. So not bad at all in that first shot. My point of aim was right here at the bottom of the red circle. That's where the tip of my front sight was. And I'm about maybe 1 inch low and about 1 inch to the left. So I'm not going to need to make a lot of correction to this sight. I am going to have to drift it slightly to the right, and the rotating sight blade, I'm going to bring up 1/2 a rotation, then I'll fire another shot and see where I am. Okay, those first couple of adjustments are made. As I said, I came up 1/2 a rotation on the rear sight. I gave it a good firm tap to the right. I'm not sure if it moved or not. We'll see when I fire this shot. And then I'll adjust from here. Well, it might have moved a little bit, but not much. Looks like I'm going to have to come up another 1/2 a rotation anyway with the rear sight and give it another tap to the right. Unfortunately, one bad thing about moving back to this greater distance is I'm now in the shade, so hopefully that doesn't affect the video quality too much. But let's try a shot from back here and see how it looks. And of course I can't see him from back here, so I got to go down range and see where that one hit. Apparently I had a failure on my target camera that time, but that shot hit all the way down here, and I have a feeling that might have been something I did on the firing end. I'm going to try another shot before I make any adjustments. All right, let's see if that was any better. Okay, that was a little more like it. Still a little bit low, so I'm going to come up another 1/2 a rotation on the rear sight blade, and I'm still going to have to work on drifting it a little bit farther to the right. Now I think this should be pretty close. Shot looked good when it broke. Let's see where it hit. Still a little bit low. I think I'm going to try a group. I'm going to try a 3-shot group, and we'll see what that looks like, because this could just be deviation in my shooting, that I'm pulling these a little bit low. Looks like my windage did come over just a little bit more. So I'm going to do some work on this and we'll see what happens. All right, looks like that windage is finally about where I want it. I'm starting to get shaky back there from 25 yards, so I'm starting to have some shots go high. When we look at the elevation of most of these shots that I've fired, they've been pretty good, so I'm not going to mess with the elevation anymore. I'm not going to mess with the windage anymore. But before I completely finish this evaluation, I do want to do some defensive drills with that MMC sight installed and see what I think about it when I'm using it for that purpose. And first up will be some controlled pairs from a distance of 5 yards. Let's see how this goes. I'd say it went pretty well. And how about some 7-yard failure drills? 2 shots to the body and 1 shot to the head in rapid succession. I'd say those went pretty well too. And let's try 5 shots from 15 yards at a medium shot tempo and see how that goes. Folks, with this MMC combat adjustable rear sight on the Iver Johnson 1911A1 pistol, it is finally shooting the way I knew it could shoot all along. I just needed to find the right sight for it, and this is the right sight. And now there's only one thing left to find out, and that is if the Iver Johnson 1911A1 with the MMC combat adjustable rear sight is a 7-yard tack driver. So let's find out. Yes! The Iver Johnson 1911A1 with the MMC combat adjustable rear sight is a 7-yard tack driver. Folks, it always makes me happy when I'm able to conserve ammunition on the tack shot. There is not much more I can say about the Iver Johnson pistol or this MMC rear sight other than it did the trick. This pistol started out, if you saw the original review video, shooting 9 inches low from 25 yards. I had some difficulty trying to correct that point of impact. I tried a different adjustable sight first that lacked sufficient adjustment to get the elevation I needed, but the MM sight definitely did that. It's a great sight. In using it on those defensive drills, it's quick. I got the plain black rear sight blade, so there's nothing cluttering up my sight picture or anything else. I'm just able to come up, pick up the sights, and squeeze off the shots, and I really, really like this rear sight. And that's going to do it for the video today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, as always, make sure you forward those to me. Remember, if you purchase anything from Optics Planet, be sure to use my discount code, which is... And if you use that discount code, it's good for 5% off your purchase from Optics Planet. Also remember the new discount code from Hot Munitions. Again, Hot Munitions supplied some of the ammunition for this video today, and I acquired this handgun from them, although it did take some horse trading. So if you go to Hot Munitions, you can use my discount code there, which is HRFUNK10, and that'll save you 10% off your purchase from Hot Munitions. And last but not least, my Target sponsor, we saw some more of their Targets today. Targets Online, go there, check out their selection, and see if there's anything that's going to meet your Target needs. See you next time, folks. Until then, good shooting. Bye-bye.